We are here actually beginning of March, so we're ready to do our February market update, and these will be for the stats through the end of January 2024, so for our first month of January, first month of 2024 rather. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. I dealt with strep throat this week, so that's been fun. But anyway, let's get into the numbers for Polk County, Florida. Again, this is for January 2024, our February report, but stats for January. Closed sales, we had 941 closed sales in January 2024. That's compared to 855 a year ago, an increase of 10.1%. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, 24.1% of all sales were cash sales compared to 25.6% a year ago, a decrease of 5.9%. Median sales price, $320,000, that's compared to $313,013, an increase of 2.2%. Average sales price, $331,161, that's compared to $318,688, an increase of 3.9%. So home prices did increase January 2024 as compared to January 2023. Median percent of original list price, sellers were getting 96.7% of list price compared to 95.4% a year ago, an increase of 1.4%. Median time to contract, so this is basically until a home goes under contract, 41 days compared to 37 days a year ago, an increase of 10.8%. Median time to sale, 90 days compared to 86 days, an increase of 4.7%. So even though home prices went up, it is still taking a little longer for homes to sell in 2024 compared to January 2023. New pending sales, 1,332 compared to 1,278, an increase of 4.2%. New listings, 1,752 compared to 1,544, an increase of 13.5%. That's good news for home buyers. An increase in listings means there's more inventory available to choose from, so that's great. Pending inventory, 1,784 pending compared to 1,905 a year ago, a decrease of 6.4%. Active inventory, 4,553 homes active in January 2024 compared to 3,579 a year ago, an increase of 27.2%, partially due to the increase in new listings, but also because homes are taking longer to sell. Month supply of inventory, we're up to 3.6 months supply of inventory compared to 2.7 months a year ago, an increase of 33.3%. And as you recall from my other videos, that basically means that we are still in a seller's market, although we're approaching a balanced market at 6 months of inventory. Tune in and we'll talk a little bit more about what this all means moving forward. So our numbers are really tracking with what are happening with mortgage rates. So as the rates went down, we saw upticks in closed sales, just general activity within the real estate market locally. As rates went up, activity tends to slow. We have seen an increase of inventory overall, although it is slowing a little bit. Increase in inventory generally would mean that home prices would go down, except that we still are short inventory. It's not going up enough to offset demand. And so as long as that's the case, home prices are likely to continue to rise. And I think the issue is, because all of that is so tied to what's happening with mortgage rates, is that as the mortgage rates decrease, as we do expect will happen sometime this year as the Fed deals with inflation and tries to get that soft landing for the economy, and it looks like March is not when they're going to lower rates, but probably keep it the same. So we may have to wait until their next meeting in another month or two before we start to see that rate decline. When the rates do decline, we automatically see an uptick in mortgage applications. And most of those are new mortgage applications, which means there are more buyers in the market, which means demand is going up. And when demand goes up and supply is not going up enough to meet that, then you're going to have prices increase. And so I do expect prices to increase in 2024. Most of the experts are saying prices are going to increase in 2024. Even as demand slowed in 2023, prices still went up year over year. Now, they're not going up like they did during the pandemic, but they still went up. And so if you're a homeowner, of course, that's great news. You're getting more equity in your home. In fact, if you look at the last 4 years total, if we go through December 2023, homeowners saw an average increase in home value of 47%. That's huge. That's a great return on your investment. So if you're a homeowner, you're thrilled with that. If you're a home buyer, it's definitely made buying a home less affordable. Of course, rents went up similarly during that time, and so you were kind of stuck either way. And so I do think it's worth, if you're considering buying a home, it's worth talking with your local friendly realtor who's knowledgeable about the real estate market. Hopefully, that's me. Just to talk a little bit about your situation. I don't advise everyone to buy, contrary to popular belief. While certainly I like to sell as many homes as I can because I support my family with the income from home sales. I believe in the long term that my business is better served by me giving accurate advice to my clients. And certainly for everybody, it's not a good time to buy. For some of you, it very well might be. For some, it might be better to wait. Whether you fall in the buy now category or the wait category, I still can help you. Because if you're waiting, then we can strategize a little bit about what you can be doing to maximize your buying power when it is time for you to buy. What can you do to maybe improve your credit scores or whatever else might be hindering you so that when the time comes, you can be ready to jump into the market and get the home for you. And so it's not the same for everybody. I certainly would advise an investor differently than I advise someone looking for their primary residence. And I'd advise someone different who's looking to buy just a vacation home and depending on what they want to use it for. So it's real important to understand what your situation is. If you are buying a home, how long you think you would stay in that home. Obviously, there are things that come up that can change your plans, but what are your current intentions is a big factor in whether now is the right time to buy or not. If in the end it is the right time for you to buy, then I advise doing it sooner rather than later, because you're going to simply pay more for the home the later in the year that you wait. Anyway, I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions about what's happening in the local real estate market, or just have questions about buying or selling a home in Central Florida, I hope you'll reach out to me. I'm always available. Text, email, phone, Facebook Messenger, whatever is more convenient for you, or you certainly can comment on my YouTube video down below. Please tell your family and friends about my YouTube channel. I love to have some more subscribers, and I love to have you subscribe to the channel. And if there are topics you want me to cover, just let me know. I'll be happy to do so. Till next time, have a great day, everybody.